closing a deal, step one for you, you should have a very simple process that you do not move past this first step until you have 100% done this with all decision makers. So, number one thing is customer questions. You should go in, hey, how's it going? How was your dog's surgery? Whatever it is. Just some general conversation. Then you should go over questions. Sit down at their table, somewhere comfortable where they can actually talk, make sure both are included. You see the wife sitting over on the couch, the husband's at the dining room table. It's like, hey, this is actually super important. I always prefer to have both of you guys sitting down. Can you please come over here? Might be uncomfortable. You need to make sure you ask those uncomfortable questions because it's worth it. The wife's not included, she's going to feel left out. She'll be the reason that you sign up that deal that night, they cancel the next day. Hey, can you come over here? Oh no, if my husband makes decisions, fine. Ma'am, I completely understand, and if you would be more comfortable sitting on the couch, maybe me and your husband can go in there so you can have a chance to hear us out as well, because I want to make sure that you both feel heard and understood and know 100% without a doubt this is a good decision for you and your family. Does that sound fair? What's she going to say at that point? So after this, you make sure they're both there. You want to have customer questions gone over. So what questions do you have? What do you guys know about solar? Do you have any questions? Do you have friends that have gone solar? Any family that have gone solar? No? You want to make sure you're bringing up these questions for them. At the same time, you're reminding them why they're liking you. So you need to be joking with them. You need to be laughing with them. Make a cheesy, stupid joke. Smile a lot. Be energetic. Be someone that people want to be around. You do that, and it will go so much smoother where even if you say, hey, I only need 60 seconds, you're there for an hour, and they don't care. That's the kind of process you want to be where they're like, wow, we're already done? Like, you've been here for an hour? I didn't even notice that. I thought you were actually here for only 60 seconds. So these customer you want to bring up important questions for them, like if they're family, if they have any horror stories they've heard, if they've heard of anything to do with solar where they didn't like it, have they heard of true-up bills? Super important. You need to make sure that you bring up a true-up bill, educate them. So that's a question there. You need to ask them if they plan on moving, because that might be a question they come up with if they don't ask it, or someone might tell them later on after they sign. Well, you shouldn't do it because they have a true-up bill. You shouldn't do it because you might move. If they don't have questions or answers to those questions, they will cancel from talking to a friend. I'm just being straightforward with you. You have to go over these things at a bare minimum. You have to go over the term, 25 years, 10 years, whatever it is. You need to make sure they understand that. So if they have a friend that says, yeah, we did a 10-year, what did you do? 25-year, and they're like, oh, you're getting screwed then. They need to understand the term and why it's benefit to do whatever they're doing. You need to also go over any rate increases if there are any. So if you're doing a PPA, there's probably a 2.9 increase. If you're doing a loan, there's no increase. But you need to go over the interest rate. You need to educate them on the pros and the cons of whatever they're doing with you. If you don't do that, a friend will talk to them about solar and it'll be a bad thing. So you need to also ask, why have you not gone solar yet? So you have your brother went solar, your dad went solar, your mom went solar, your best friend went solar, your two neighbors went solar. Why do you not have it? You need to ask these uncomfortable questions so everything is out there in the open. You know exactly everything to do with this customer to where, guess what? Now you pinpoint exactly what you need to do to sell that customer and get them in a better situation. So step one in closing a deal is customer questions, getting them to like you, just general conversation, bringing that whole vibe and positive energy there, and actually bringing up good questions that they should ask if they're not asking them. And you are the expert by bringing those up to where other people might not bring those up. They might just sign that deal and then they get a cancel. They wonder why they cancel. You bring them up. I promise people are going to value you and not cancel. Your closing ratio will go from close to install. You might have a 5% drop off there. So make sure you're doing this.